Hello, I'm Jake Hawks, and this is the release video for Enterprise SCADA 2024. Vitaly and I will be taking you through the highlights of this release. The Enterprise SCADA 2024 release continues to focus on bringing the best operator experience to market and is the first version of Enterprise SCADA to ship with a native cloud connector, which supports the Measurement Advisor in the Cloud release from earlier this year. Some important CRM enhancements around instrument fail detection and test mode alarms, as well as a fix to the ADE combo box behavior in response to a change in the Microsoft OS, are just a few of the more important features. We continue to progress our security initiative to remove hard-coded SQL, and Enterprise SCADA 24 will ship with an ADE that uses 100% parameterized SQL calls. On the telemetry front, we continue to clean up the OAS error log by directing Omnicom TCP IP messages to its own log. We now support SQL 22 and 2019. Now, I'll pass it over to Vitaly to take us through some of the CRM enhancements.
Instrument fail detection for pulse input rate points. An instrument fail is enabled for a rate point, and the accumulated value that is processed above the configure rollover value. Enterprise SCADA will set the point into instrument fail state, generate an alarm and event to indicate instrumentation failure. As the accumulator in the field cannot be higher than the physical rollover value, similar to a car odometer that cannot go past its physical limit. In the demonstration in front of us, we can see that the rate point reading accumulated value from the field. Its rollover value is configured to 80. Once the value is read above 80, the point is set into instrument fail and alarm and event is generated. Instrument fail is an attribute. This enhances the SCADA operator's situational awareness by presenting two key factors to the operator: the last known state of the point and the point as an instrument fail. Additionally, for displays that utilize the flex HMI objects, a dedicated attribute can be used to indicate this condition. In the demo in front of you, we can observe the key characteristics of the enhancement. The point in question is in a normal state. It is then transitioned into a high state with the alarm. Next, the point is declared as an instrument fail. Notice that the instrument fail alarm is presented to operate while preserving the last known state and alarm. The VLT alarm filter string was enhanced to filter alarms with severity of none. With this enhancement, customers are able to build an alarm display summary that can focus on a desired severity.
Presently, when the value is replaced by the cutoff feature within Enterprise SCADA, the operator sees only the replaced value without knowing that the value read from the field is replaced, as can be seen in the example where the raw value that is read from the field versus the processed value presented to the operator. With this enhancement, a new attribute was added to analog and rate point to indicate that the value presented to the screen is replaced with administrator-defined value, improving SCADA controller situational awareness, as can be seen in the example. Naturally, this new data quality attribute is fully configurable. Data administrator can choose to define the icon, priority, and enablement through flexible data attribute configuration.
SCADA was enhanced by annotating alarms generated while test mode is active, and re-announce these alarms if active alarm persists when test mode is ended. Alarm message that is generated while the point in test mode will be annotated with a test mode string to indicate that the alarm was generated while the point is in test mode. When the test mode has ended for a point and there are active alarms on the point, these alarms will be re-annunciated. Next, we will see how the alarms are re-annunciated. Please note that the baseline display is filtering out alarms whose points are in test mode. The behavior can be changed by a customer, if need be, to show all alarms regardless of test mode activity. To demonstrate the behavior of re-annunciation, we will apply the test mode on a point while it is in an abnormal state. We will see that the acknowledged alarm will disappear. Next, we will end the test mode for the point in question and we will see how the alarm is re-annunciated.
Thanks, Vitaly. As mentioned, this is the first release with native cloud connectivity, and this release will focus on support for the Measurement Advisor in the cloud. This involves a new Azure SQL driver for our data access middleware, which will allow secure two-way communications to the cloud while respecting all of the established security principles. For customers with multiple enterprise SCADA systems, a new environment name variable has been introduced to allow them to send data to a single measurement in the cloud instance.
AVEVA Enterprise SCADA was enhanced to prevent accidental configuration changes in ADE through a mouse wheel when scrolling through ADE forms. When a mouse pointer is hovering over a combo box with multiple entries, a simple movement of a scroll wheel on a mouse will trigger the combo box to change the selection, in essence, causing a configuration change within the ADE form. This change can be left unnoticed when the user saves the form, as the change was not done intentionally. This enhancement, the scroll wheel no longer can change the configuration in a combo box. Only explicit selection of the values from the drop-down options is permitted and supported, as such, preventing unintended changes to value through the scroll wheel. With this enhancement, records or tables that are deleted with dbdel utility will be audited in the AVEVA Enterprise SCADA historical database, indicating the time and who deleted the data. In the demo in front of you, we can see the utility in action. An analog record ANA1 is passed as an argument to the dbdel utility for deletion, and confirmation message confirms that the record is deleted. Next, from the historical event table, we can see the audit trail confirming the deletion. The audit trail that is recorded also confirms that this record was deleted with the dbdel utility as a process. AVEVA Enterprise SCADA was enhanced to alert SCADA controller and administrators of job schedules configurations that might conflict with spring and fall time changes in the next 10 years. First, we will see a warning message when a SCADA administrator attempts to schedule a task through ADE that will occur during the time that will be skipped as a result of spring time change, or skip forward by 1 hour. Next, recurring tasks that already have been configured and their execution time falls on the upcoming transition date, the system will generate a warning by raising an alarm with a configured severity to alert the SCADA controller or the administrator. The system will generate 3 alerts at configurable days before the actual scheduled task with the name of the task in its message. The alerts are configured system-wide. SCADA administrator can configure 3 alert intervals that represent the number of days prior to the time transition that the system will generate a warning and time of day which alerts will be raised. With this enhancement, when MOC package is deployed on the destination system, the success and failure are recorded in the operator activity summary. Additionally, configuration data that is applied to the real-time database, these changes are now logged to the config mode summary with a reference to the MOC package ID. In the demo in front of you, we can see successful deployment of MOC package. Please note the highlight package ID. In an operator activity summary, you can observe a series of events about the application of the package in a particular zone. These now can be filtered by the package ID. Similarly, the config mode summary table and view can be filtered based on the package ID to identify configuration modifications applied that are specifically related to a particular package. The Exception Collect plugin allows customers to collect any numeric field by exception. Prior to this enhancement, it was only possible to collect by exception only select fields. In the demonstration in front of you, you can see how we configure for an analog table a field to be collected by exception with a deadband of 0.2. We select an arbitrary field, and as a result, we will update the field manually with dbput, and we will see how the value is being collected. As you can see, we are issuing a series of dbput commands, which in essence placing various values into the selected field. We will observe that the real-time database is updated with the new field, and later on we'll see how the value is being reflected in the historical collect, which later can be trended. Here we can see values that we updated on the real-time are propagated to the historical database.
Enterprise SCADA is unique in that it writes an event for each phase of the alarm lifecycle. This means multiple rows in the event log describe the entire alarm story. This has posed challenges to those integrating third-party alarm analytics software, as most of these expect the entire alarm story to be described on a single row. In Enterprise SCADA 2024, we are adding alarm IDs to the event log. This is actually two columns, a unique GUID and an event type. The GUID is a unique ID for the alarm. A new GUID is generated for each alarm, even if multiple types of alarms are present at any given moment for a single point. The event type describes the type of event being logged for the given alarm. We also made sure that the enunciate and in-alarm columns were consistently used for all events. With these two columns, integrators can now more easily maintain the landing table code that they need to interface with the third-party alarm analytics software. It is anticipated that different landing tables could be developed for the different types of alarm metrics being measured. The group by clause is used on the GUID column to bring all of the events for a single alarm together, and the event type column is used to pivot the timestamp column into the appropriate column in the landing table. Our thanks to all of those who made this release possible, and to you for watching our video.